Good morning. Today is Friday, May the 22nd, 2020. I think today we'll look at 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. We see a couple of things from this verse. First of all, it says to study. There's a difference between studying and reading the Bible. We read basically just for information. But when we study, we have to stop and say, what does that verse mean? And then we have to check some other verses, check references, and decide what that verse is talking about. Then it says, rightly dividing the word of God. Jesus said in John 14, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. So Jesus is absolute truth, and his word is absolute truth. We can trust it. It is true. But then he says, rightly dividing the word of truth. So it can be wrongly divided. Well, what does it mean to rightly divide it? If we don't rightly divide the word of truth, we'll be absolutely confused. For instance, if we read an Old Testament where it commands, don't eat pork, don't eat catfish, be a sin. So we would think, well, we can't eat pork and we can't eat catfish. But when we rightly divide it, we find that that commandment was given to Israel and not to Gentiles. So it is not a sin for us to eat pork or catfish, some bacon or some good fried catfish. So we must divide the Bible. Now there's something I learned a long time ago called the rule of interpretation that helps us rightly divide the word. It goes like this. Number one, who is speaking? A lot of different people spoke in the Bible. Satan spoke in the Bible. So we have to learn who is speaking. Then we have to know to whom is he speaking. Not everything in the Bible is directed toward us. Then we have to know about what was he speaking. What's the context? What was going on when this was spoken? And then last of all, we have to know when was he speaking. Was he speaking back under the law, or is he speaking now during the church age, time of grace? So we need to rightly divide the word of truth. That means we have to get in the word every day, read, and study. Now, the easiest way I've ever found to read through the Bible, is with a book called the 1 Year Bible. This book takes the complete Bible from Genesis to Revelation. It divides it up into 365 parts. Each day is today. There's a section for May the 22nd. It has a reading from the Old Testament, reading from the New Testament, reading from Psalms, and a little bit of the Proverbs. And then in a year's time, you will read through the complete Bible. Easiest way I've ever found to read all the way through the Bible. So, may I encourage you, by the way, the 1 Year Bible, you can get them online. I've bought a number of used ones who are in perfect shape for less than $5, postage paid. So, I encourage you, if you've never read the Bible cover to cover, to get you one and start. You can start in the middle and go all the way through the Bible and finish it up at the same time next year. Well, anyway, may I encourage you to get in the Word today and every day and let the Bible change your life. I hope you have a great day today.